I can't remember if my last year was 71 or 72, but right around there, I got drafted.
Oh, did you go to the Army?
No, I was a conscientious objector. I hadn't taken my student deferment because if you take a student deferment, your eligibility is extended. And I was hoping my number wouldn't come up and my eligibility would pass and I'd be done, but they got me, so I had to do my alternate service.
What was it like declaring yourself as a CO?
It was interesting. That was in Bellingham when I was in high school. I did that. And in Bellingham, there weren't COs. So the draft board there was at a loss what to do with me. And their secretary read the manual and found out what you're supposed to do, and she did it. And since I have the sort of pacifist Quaker background, I knew exactly what I was supposed to do, and I did that, and I got my CO no problems. Because I hadn't taken my student deferment, therefore when I was drafted I had to do alternate service.
What was the alternate service? I
started out working for Goodwill, driving trucks, which was interesting. And this was during the time when the Peace and Freedom Party was beginning, and so I was passing out Peace and Freedom Party literature at Goodwill. I remember when I first signed up, I was told by whoever was signing me in, we don't talk much about wages here because you'll be getting paid more than some of the handicapped people for doing the same work. And, you know, they had a really weird setup there. They were, at that time, knocking the handicapped people off the trucks, and then the truck drivers had to do all the loading, unloading, driving, blah, blah, blah by themselves. And supposedly the whole point was to hire handicap, but they kept doing these efficiency things. And also at one point they said the less we pay them, well, that was in that same conversation, the less we pay them, the more of them we can help. So that was kind of how Goodwill was operating at that time. The guy who ran the truck driving operation didn't think much of the Peace and Freedom Party or me, so in the end they threw me out, and I started teaching daycare. So I did 6 months Goodwill and a year and a half in daycare. So.